Alright, so I have a few finds today. I decided to go out today and just sort of bum around and, I brought my camera with me just in case I, want to take any cool photos. I didn't get any cool photos, but I did find some really cool stuff, and this is like what really is, this is kind of the showstopper right here. This is the coolest part of it all. This is a boxed SEGA Dreamcast. It looks like this is the original design from 1998, 1999. But yeah, if you haven't, by the way, seen my video on the Dreamcast, my console overview on the Dreamcast, I do highly suggest you have a look at that, because that goes in depth into what this console is all about and how it came to exist. So, right, which is, by the way, the most successful video on this channel, which I'm actually really happy about. It's reached... It's on its way to 2,000, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I thought I would open this up. I don't know if there's any styrofoam or anything in here like you would actually see if you were getting this brand new back in the day. But the box itself, I just really wanted the box. I already have a Dreamcast. I already have some games for it and whatnot. But yeah, for $65, which is what they asked for this, I'm like, hell yeah, because I paid $35 for mine without the box and without all this cool shit. So right now, let's get this open. I'm gonna... If you look at some of this stuff, if it's in frame there, you get the SEGA logo, you get compatible with Microsoft Windows CE, which for those of you who don't know, Microsoft Windows CE, or just simply Windows CE, was part of the Dreamcast operating system. It kind of ran in tandem with Sega's own in-house operating system for the Dreamcast, so just thought I'd let you know that. Super HRSC engine, I actually don't know what that is other than, just an RASC engine. Obviously, you got Power VR there, which is who they decided to go with for their, leave their SoC on here, or their graphics hardware. They went with Power VR. What was their Hitachi CPU? I'm trying to remember. It was a Hitachi CPU in here. I know that much. Sorry, like I said in my last video, I don't actually retain 90% of the knowledge that I do in the console overviews. Even though I do all of that and fact check it. But if you want to see the actual facts, go and watch that video, because it's really hard for me to remember that stuff after I've gotten it out. So, but yeah, I thought I'd just show you some other stuff around here. The box is actually it's like this on most sides. There is like a little hole right there. I actually don't necessarily know what that would have been for, because I wasn't around for the launch of this console, really. I mean, I was, but I was very, very young. Yeah, you got the logo right there. I still don't know what typeface that is. I wish I did. That would be great, because I would use it for my overviews and stuff like that. But, you got a screen cap of Sonic Adventure, some sports games, and I don't know what racing game that is. Sorry, I haven't played my Dreamcast in a while, because I kind of just been working. But, yeah, let's get this open. Alright, so... just take this here. Oh, cool. Alright, so right when you open the flap right here, it says, "Thank you for purchasing this SEGA Dreamcast. Please carefully read the enclosed manual before use, as it contains the important information about, blah, 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 typical stuff." But wow, there's the controller there. That's in good shape, actually. I wonder what kind of shape the console is going to be in. I don't know. I don't know what kind of... you never know with this sort of stuff, because it could have been the original console, it might not be the original console, but it looks like this is in really good condition. But I've never really seen or had a Dreamcast controller that's been in, like, atrocious condition, so, standard Dreamcast controller. So yeah, let's get further in here. So, that goes in like that. Folds down like this. Cool. Alright, is there anything else in there? There is not. Alright, so here we go with this here. Take off this cardboard bit. Wow, look at that. Check that out. And this is the OG packaging for the Dreamcast, I do believe. So none of that, fancier stuff that you got knocking around today. But yeah, that is in pretty good shape. I can see a few nicks, but that's nothing a little bit of magic eraser won't take care of. Get this, you get that, you get that. So there you go. I just thought that was really neat. I don't know if all of the original packaging is here. Obviously not. A lot of this probably would have been in plastic wrap and stuff like that, but I just thought it was really cool to have the box and be able to actually take this thing out of it for the first time. It's kind of neat. So, yeah, I thought I'd just kind of share that. And for what I paid, abso-fucking-lutely, yeah, that's awesome to have that box. So I will be putting that on display somewhere once I find the room. Alright, the other part of these finds that I think are really neat is, so I went to this resale shop here in town that I had only been to once before, and I thought it was a pretty cool place, but I didn't actually have a proper look around. But I went in there today, and I found some CEDs. Some actual CEDs. One of them is a stereo disc. I think it's disc 2 of 2 for West Side Story. And that is the last thing I expect to find in Sheboygan, is CEDs of all things. If you don't know what CEDs are, the CED is just sort of a shortened way of saying capacitance electronic discs. And what it is it is a vinyl record, much like an audio record, like an old 45, an old 12-inch, that plays video on a standalone CED player, usually manufactured by RCA, because they were the ones who developed and pushed this format. So if I were to open up one of these caddies, you would actually, it literally simply is just a video record. It's a record. It's played with an actual needle on a standalone player, and I just thought this was the coolest thing, having one of these. I just thought that was fantastic. It caught my, I noticed the blue casing right here, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's a fucking CED. I say this out loud. I'm like, that's a fucking CED. And the guy in the store is like, yeah, we got more of them over there. I'm surprised you know what they are. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm into this old stuff. So it's like, now I just need to find a player so I can see if these guys actually play it without skipping like crazy. But yeah, super stoked on these. I did not expect to find these at all today. Like, I always go out and go looking and bumming around for like old formats and stuff like this, especially a player. But it's like, it's not every day you actually encounter something like that. So I thought that was really, really awesome. But yeah, we got West Side Story. Apparently this is disc part 2 of 2 discs. So I'm assuming this would be the second disc, naturally. But it is a stereo disc. So back then that was a bigger deal than it, would be today. Now, this I know is a very common CED. I've seen this knocking around in multiple people's collections around YouTube and stuff like that. But this is Good and Bad and the Ugly, featuring Clint Eastwood, starring Clint Eastwood even. But yeah, this is not a stereo disc. It's just a good old-fashioned monophonic CED. So, yeah. Time for me to watch the CED episode of Out of the Archive again, because now I need to find a player and know how to upkeep it, and fun. So yeah, just thought these were fucking amazing, and I was so psyched when I saw them there. I'm like, am I dreaming? Did someone pinch me? What the fuck? So yeah, thought I'd just show those off.